All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back for another recap. Awfully bright. All right. So today is a red day. Red day for is it Wednesday? Red day for Wednesday, and down $79. Down $79. The gappers. My main watch this morning was CMND. For those of you who were tuning in for the pre-market pump, CMND was the one that was moving the best pre-market, and it didn't end up holding up. So pre-market, we had a very nice. Oh, jeez, hold up. We had a very nice front side from 2 up to 370, kind of respecting this ascending resistance until finally breaking over, now acting as support. I thought potentially that we could hold that support, or potentially either break under and then reclaim real quick and then continue higher. But the biggest red flag on this thing was the daily chart. The daily chart has a history of gapping and crashing. So gap and crap. That's what we call it, the gap and crap. And that's the history of this stock. So making a nice big gap up and then at the open just selling off. So I wasn't really expecting anything different today. I just wish we did have maybe a couple more minutes of tradable action, but this thing just went down to the gutter. Just like those other stocks as well that we got earlier this week at the open, just very, very weak stocks at the open. And I was trying to buy these dips down in this area, trying to get a quick reclaim or even just a quick bounce. And we never really got any significant bounce for me to take profit on. I just kept taking small losses. I was taking decent share size. It's not like it was taking like super small share size on this. I think my average size on this was about 1,000 to 1,500 to 2,000 shares, somewhere between there, like 1,000 and 2,000 shares. And I just couldn't get any traction, so I pretty much sized down from there after I really couldn't get any winning trades, and then that pretty much set the tone for the day. Like, if I can't get green by the first 15 minutes of the open, usually it sets the tone for the day, and that's what we got today. Not really much after that. We did have tried taking a couple stabs at some other stocks that were semi-moving on low volume, but we just never really got strong volume, good liquidity, tight spreads. BETZ. This one at the open, people like this because it was their reverse split setup and had a low float. But at the open, we didn't really do too well on this one either. I didn't trade it at the open, but I did trade it for the curl back up. Maybe seeing we can run, break 8, maybe squeeze over 815, 850, which was kind of a stretch. I don't know why I was getting so aggressive or thinking that's possible in this type of market. Just not that kind of market right now. So I did start trading with super small size, and again, I just really could not get on the right side of the trade. So I just never really sized up. KITT, this one again. This one was a penny stock. Moving a little bit, and volume not even that great. On a 60-cent share stock, we're only seeing 600,000 shares, which isn't really that high considering such a low price in the stock. But I was trading this one again, small size, just a few hundred shares, and trying to buy dips in this area, taking small losses. And then again, I get caught here I buy the dip at 54 and it just keeps going lower. And then finally curls back up and then I miss it, so I buy the first pullback and we just completely just have no momentum. The momentum is just not there. The buyers where there once were buyers to potentially see that continuation move, the buyers are just not there anymore. And that's really the problem. They will likely, it'll likely shift again soon, but for right now, it's best to keep your risk tight until we see some good momentum. NEXI had another kind of move here, but the spread was like 80 cents, $1 a share on the resumption I got some really lucky fills. Thank God I'm like a small green maybe. Was able to get some decent trades, but I wasn't able to be comfortable sizing up because the spread was just so big. This wasn't a terrible trade. This was almost a 30-cent trade through 14, and then I got a break through 14 again for, actually this was a small loss. Looks like that was a small loss. This was a 30-cent trade. This is a 5-cent win, and that was about a 6-cent win. Nothing too crazy. This was probably my best trade, but I just was not feeling comfortable doing big size just because of the lack of momentum and with the large spread. Definitely puts you against the house. The odds are not against my favor when I'm trading with a spread, a market orders with a spread of 50 cents to $1. The odds are in the house. It's up to think or swim or the market makers to decide where I get filled. And if they want to fill me on the ass, they can surely as hell fill me on the ass, and I could be screwed. So that was that for NEXI. I'm up $20 on it. So it did lessen a little bit of the loss I had on CMND, which is about $110. NVNI, this one was another one we were reviewing pre-market that we could potentially see some action, and I saw we had a nice push up to VWAP. I thought, okay, quick 1 minute pullback. There's gonna be some buyers here, and maybe we can rip through VWAP. And I buy the dip here, and it just completely just goes lower on 100. I was only trading 100 shares, just because I wanted to take a quick stab, see if it'll work. And of course, it just doesn't hold up at all. So that's again just confirms what kind of market we're in. Roma, this is one that was traded today. Volume is decent. Volume okay, 100 to 200,000 shares on a $4 stock, so not terrible. I started getting involved after the front side move and bought the dip here. Looks like a small loss, and then they got back in. Or break even. Sorry, I was in 200 shares and break even, and got back in for the break of 5. Only 100 shares, took a quick profit, and then had a massive flush from 5.13 all the way down to $3.91. So after that, pretty much wrote that one off. And like I said, I could have done big size on this, but we had one solid trade there, maybe two if you had the dip, a good timing on the dip. I didn't have a good timing on the dip, or maybe I did, but maybe, let me see, how low did this go? I didn't have a good timing on the dip, so I got in at 443 and it came as low as 428. So not the best timing on that one. So that caused me to kind of want to minimize a potential loss. So I did sell some early at 437, and then held the rest in profit for 434. But that would have been a great trade if you could time it right. And Roma at 5 for the break of 5 was pretty decent, I would say. But you had to be in and you had to be out, because what came after would have just ruined your entire day. So essentially what I'm saying here is that the risk reward, again, still on Roma, was not really up to par here. So that was Roma. And then we had SANA, which this one was a higher float stock, but decent move, all things considered, here from 5 up to 9. So $4 share move. I didn't get involved in any of this. I was sleeping on it until here. Then looks like we had a decent dip. I remember the spreads being actually pretty tight, surprisingly. But mistimed the pullbacks on here. I'm looking for a pullback and some continuation. Then we bottomed out again, curled back up. It looks like I got in at 29 for a break of 30. I'm gonna have to check why I sold that early. I'm gonna have to review the film on these couple of these trades. This was actually not a bad leg here, from 8 up to 9. I'm not sure what went on here. We broke out, we pulled back hard, and we reclaimed, and had a decent push. It's a 4-cent trade, so this is again small size. Maybe I'll pull up the film here. Maybe I'll pull up the film and see what actually went on here. SANA. Okay, so SANA. Okay, so you had that nice bull flag there. Breaking out, kind of breaking out semi of this sort of wedge pattern, bull flag pattern above VWAP, above the 9 EMA right now. Let's see when I get involved. But again, the volume is like not really great. I'm taking quick trades. I kind of just looks like I let the breakout go without me there. I'm looking at the volume profile. I'm like, ooh, this is risky. And let's see here. Breakout, pull back. This could have been a great entry, in hindsight at least. Oh, this looks like I'm testing the fills. Looks like you can go short on this. So I was realizing you can go short on this. So I was like, all right, maybe I'll go short. It's like if all these stocks are going to be like dumping, you know, I might as well just go short. We finally, when we break out, I try to go short again, and it's just Thinkorswim just doesn't, I guess, accept. It doesn't have shares anymore or something like that. Yeah, everything's just moving so slow. This is moving very slow. I can see why I wasn't like super aggressive on this. Break back over 850 could have been the trade there. Hold up. If I would play this hindsight, if we can get back over 850, I'm in. Yeah, right there, I should have entered a trade. In at 850, yeah, out at 860s, I should have been that. But instead, I'm in an 860s, and it looks like I'm adding, I'm like selling at the highs there. I should be holding that breakout. Okay, I did hold for the breakout, so I can't say I didn't hold for the breakout. I sold at 82.08. Right, sorry, 872.08. And they got back in at 80.78. Yeah. Man, look at this volume profile too. We're breaking highs. We should be squeezing right now. We should be having increasing volume right now, not decreasing. Yeah, the bulls are on vacation right now. So if the bulls are on vacation, then I got to take it easy. Break of 9. Like again, look at the share size and take him. Super 25 shares. This is like child's play. This is nothing. This is nothing. And I'm like trying to wait for that break of $9. It's like so weak, man. This thing should be ripping. Ugh. And that was it. That was the high. Terrible. It's embarrassing to even show on my channel, but this is what it is. That's how I traded this. Pretty much no size. Very passive, not aggressive on something like this, which, I mean, I shouldn't be. It just wasn't, I don't know. Mixed feelings. We did have a stock. I mean, nonetheless, I can't discount the fact that the stock still went from $8 to $9 and I was watching it. So the opportunity was there. Maybe it didn't come in a way that I'm used to trading, but in a slower market, if you want to get green, you have to learn to adapt and maybe trade maybe longer hold times, have a little bit more patience. But also with that patience, you gotta be careful because when the market is weak and you're holding longer, there could be some nasty backsides. So it is definitely very tough to find that balance, especially when the market turns cold. So I guess I really have nothing else to review. I'm going to just review my film today and kind of just see how I traded overall at the open, how I lost my $110 on CMND. But at the end of the day, really nothing to be worried about. It's only a small red day. Am I even going to notice this at the end of the month? Here are my stats on the month so far. So very nice streak going, and today is going to be $78 red day. So I'm happy I kept it under $100 red day. So that's definitely an accomplishment. So that's what we call a successful red day. And a successful red day is when you realize that the day is just not cut out for your type of strategy, or the day is just not made for you, or you just don't do well on the type of momentum, or there is no momentum on the day, and you minimize your risk appropriately, and you follow your rules, you cut your losers, you don't get attached to the trades, and some days are just going to end up red. And on those days, if you can keep it small, that's what we call a successful red day. So today was a successful red day, definitely. But coming off like a decent hot streak, 200, 300, 450, 238. So small red day, and hopefully if we can get some momentum again this month, maybe I can push it again, start reaching for that $500 day, $600 day, close to $1,000 day. But I got to be patient for it. I can't force it. It's going to come when it comes. Yeah, so that's really what it comes down to, is just being patient, waking up every day, and trading what you got in front of you, because I can't really control what the market brings. And sometimes I wish it was hotter, but if I start trading wishing it was hotter, if I started trading wishing I was in a hotter market, that's how I'm going to have massive red days. And I've learned that lesson so many times, so many times. So the best is just to relax. Sometimes you don't even have to trade. Like today, you could have had a no trade day, and it would have been probably the best move. But for scalpers, for some reason, we just like to trade every day. But yeah, today could have definitely been a no trade day, and that probably could have been the best move. So yeah, there's no really pressure to trade every day. Definitely check the scanner. If it's tomorrow we sit down, it's just going to be like what we got today. Going to keep it small again. Small green, small red. That's fine. Wait for it to heat up again, and then we're back. Slamming big size, pushing it even harder than we've ever done before. So looking forward to it. See what we got tomorrow. We'll see what the market gods bring us overnight. All right. So thanks for tuning in for this recap. I do want to show the disclaimer. All information is for educational entertainment purposes only. I'm not a licensed professional, and all information is provided is not considered legitimate investment advice. All information does not have any authority over your own decisions, so you're responsible for doing your own research before buying or selling. Day trading is risky. Most people lose money, and my results are not typical, and there's no guarantee you will have similar results. Also, be wary of scammers and impersonators. I will never ask for money or personal information. There have been reports of fake Triad trading accounts trying to scam my viewers, subscribers, and Discord members out of money. So be careful with that. I usually don't message first, and you can also cross-reference the member since date as well as the profile picture. Sometimes it doesn't match up correctly. Also, the username is not my username. So you can also cross-reference that to see if it actually is me. Most of the time, it is scammers just trying to scam you out of some money. So hit that like button on the way out for me. Hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.